Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into a story that has left fans of reality TV absolutely stunned. It's about Jen Arnold and Bill Klein, the beloved stars of TLC's The Little Couple. For over a decade, this couple inspired millions with their love, resilience, and positivity. But now, their fairy tale romance has taken a dramatic and unexpected turn. Jen and Bill have officially divorced. And in a shocking twist, Bill has married his secret girlfriend, Anna. Yes, you heard that right. Bill cheated on Jen, and today we're going to unpack the whole heartbreaking saga. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's get into the details of this emotional roller coaster. When The Little Couple debuted on TLC in 2009, it immediately became one of those endearing reality series that you cannot help but adore. Bill Klein is an astute businessman who has a talent for transforming obstacles into opportunities, and Jen Arnold is an exceptional neonatologist, a physician who specializes in treating premature babies. From day one, their experience as small individuals in a vast world was inspirational. They both suffer from skeletal dysplasia, a kind of dwarfism. Yep, a contemporary love tale. They met on an internet dating site in 2006 and were married in a stunning wedding in Florida in 2008. The cameras followed them as they established a life together and adopted two wonderful children, Will from China and Zoey from India. Both of them have dwarfism, and they have had some difficult times, such as Jen's 2013 fight with cancer. They appeared to be impenetrable throughout. Their comedy, compatibility, and ability to juggle work and family obligations won many fans. Who did not cheer them on after all? The Little Couple allowed us to watch their life up close for 14 seasons, including their relocation from Houston to Florida, house renovations, and milestone celebrations. They were on par with Chip and Joanna Gaines as the epitome of reality TV couples. However, as we are all aware, the complete picture is not often what we see on television. Additionally, it seemed that things were falling apart behind the scenes in unexpected ways. When did everything start to go wrong then? Around 2020, a few years after the program's cancellation in 2018, the first rumors of turmoil in paradise began to circulate. On social media, fans noted that Jen and Bill were posting less about one another. Yes, there were still pictures of Will and Zoey in the household, but the gushy anniversary posts and adorable couple selfies, they were hard to come by. People initially assumed it was because they were busy. Bill with his business endeavors, Jen with her demanding job at a children's hospital in Florida. Then, however, the rumors really got going. Theories began to circulate on social media sites like Reddit and Twitter. Someone who identified themselves as a friend of a friend said that they had spotted Bill in Street, Petersburg, Florida, appearing comfortable with an unidentified woman who was most definitely not Jen. Someone else claimed to have heard Jen and Bill argue about trust and late nights at a nearby restaurant. I get what you were thinking though. Rumors are just that, rumors. However, these tiny breadcrumbs continued to accumulate, and eventually the tabloids learned about it. The headline, "Lil Couple, Big Problems," began to appear, as well as "Is Bill Klein leaving Jen?" There was disagreement among fans. Some supported the pair, claiming it was all bullshit. "Where there is smoke, there is fire," said others. To be honest, I was also dubious. Ultimately, Jen and Bill had experienced a great deal together. Could this dodgy situation actually be happening? It takes a turn right out of a soap opera when the tale jumps ahead to early 2023. A prominent entertainment site received a shocking revelation from an unnamed source who says they had intimate ties to Bill's company. For at least 2 years, they claimed, Bill had been living a double life. This insider claims that in 2021, while on a business trip in New York, Bill met a woman named Samantha, or Sam for short. Sam was tall, brunette, a marketing consultant, and completely unrelated to reality TV. The two reportedly clicked, and what began as a business relationship evolved into something much more. According to the source, Bill would pretend that he was traveling for work when, in reality, he was hooking up with Sam. They would spend their weekends away from Street Pete's prying eyes in places like Miami and Atlanta. And here's the thing. Sam apparently did not initially know about Jen or the children. To make matters more complicated, she believed Bill was a single man. She was incensed to learn that he was married and a TV personality, yet she seems to have stayed. Things became serious at that point. Jen, on the other hand, did not know. She kept the family afloat, raised Will and Zoe, and saved lives at the hospital. According to her friends, she had entire faith in Bill, who was her pillar of support, particularly following her cancer scare. The notion that he was moving covertly then? She did not even consider it. However, the truth eventually surfaced in late 2023 because of the way it works. According to people with knowledge, this is how it transpired. Jen received a tip in November 2023 from a mutual acquaintance who had seen Bill and Sam together at an Orlando hotel a few hours away from the family's residence. The friend took a picture and sent it to Jen with the caption, "You need to see this," even if they did not want to believe it either. When Bill returned home that evening, Jen confronted him. He'd initially denied everything, claiming it was only a business associate. Jen, however, could not believe it. The floodgates opened when she insisted on seeing his phone. There were pictures, texts, and even invoices from hotels. Due to Bill's carelessness in hiding his identity, Jen discovered messages dating back several months that made it clear he had been unfaithful. Sam allegedly texted, "I cannot wait to establish a life with you." How did Jen feel when she read that? Her world fell apart after 15 years of marriage, 2 children, and everything they had experienced together. The ensuing altercation was heated. Later, neighbors reported hearing shouting late into the night, with Bill begging for forgiveness and Jen urging him to leave. He had left by dawn, leaving Jen to pick up the pieces. A week later, claiming irreconcilable differences, she filed for divorce. According to court filings, infidelity was the last straw, if you believe the leaks. Suddenly, one of the most adored couples on reality TV was over. Despite her devastation, Jen remained strong. In an effort to provide stability for Will and Zoe, friends claim she immersed herself into her job and her children. She left the large Street Pete family home and moved to a smaller one nearby. It is smaller, but is more peaceful, you know? She has not discussed the breakup much in public. However, in December 2023, she shared a mysterious Instagram update that included a picture of herself and the children with the words, "Stronger every day." Supporting comments poured in from fans who referred to her as a role model and a warrior. On the other hand, Bill wasted no time. Rumor had it that he had already moved in with Sam by January 2024. They were seen going grocery shopping, eating out, and acting like a couple that did not care who saw them all around Florida. Jen's pals were incensed, accusing Bill of adding insult to injury. In March 2024, however, an insider revealed that Bill and Sam had married in a covered ceremony, which was the true kicker. Yes, you read correctly. Bill Klein is once again married. There were reportedly few guests, no cameras, and little fanfare at the wedding, which took place at a private beach house in Key West. At sundown, Sam, dressed simply in a white dress, and Bill, dressed in a suit, exchanged vows. A friend of Sam's who attended later revealed that Bill referred to it as the fresh start he would been waiting for. That same month, Jen returned home to deal with the aftermath of their divorce. By the way, the divorce settlement was really generous. Bill apparently consented to a large child support payment, but Jen reportedly kept the family home and primary custody of Will and Zoe. He left with the assets of his firm and a fresh start with Sam. After what he had done to Jen, some followers believed she deserved more, while others referred to it as justice. The fans' response was harsh and quick. Social media exploded, with hashtags like Boycott Bill and Justice for Jen becoming popular. It felt deceitful to many who had watched the little couple for years, as if Bill had destroyed a fantasy. Some even resurrected previous episodes, highlighting instances in which he appeared aloof or contemptuous of Jin. After all, hindsight is 20/20, right? People came together to assist Jin and the children by creating the GoFundMe accounts and sending her heartfelt comments. Although Will and Zoey, who are currently 13 and 11 years old, have avoided the spotlight, insiders claim they are having difficulties. Both of their parents have always been close to them, so this separation was quite painful for them. In an effort to assist them in processing everything, Jin has begun taking them to therapy. According to reports, Bill presented them to Sam, which Jin did not like. What, then, made Bill discard everything he owned with Jin? That is the crucial question. Bill was 49 in 2023, so some people think it was a midlife crisis. Perhaps he wanted a change, a new pleasure. Others believe that the stress of celebrity affected him. Despite the program's cancellation, they were still well known, and marriages often suffer from such scrutiny. Or perhaps he simply fell in love with Sam after losing interest in Jin. Since Sam is not speaking and Bill has remained silent, we probably will not ever know the whole story. It is a different type of heartbreak for Jin. During an interview, she once declared that Bill was her soulmate and the one person she could always rely on. It must hurt to have that trust broken, especially in such a visible manner. One thing we do know about Jin Arnold, though, is that she is a fierce fighter. She overcame cancer, established a career, and reared a family. She will overcome this as well. Jin is concentrating on her job and her children in the future. There are rumors that she may write a book on this period of her life, a candid account that might correct the record. Although fans are pleading with TLC for a Jin-only spin-off, a return to the little couple is improbable at this time. Consider the following. Jin Arnold, Life After Love. Without a doubt, I would watch it. In the meantime, Bill and Sam are keeping quiet while starting a new life together. Some claim that in order to avoid the drama, they intend to leave Florida and relocate, possibly to Sam's hometown of New York. Only time will tell if their marriage endures or breaks down due to its origins. This story, it's a lot, right? It's a reminder that even the strongest relationships can fall apart, and that what we see on TV is just a snapshot, not the whole truth. Jen and Bill's journey was beautiful while it lasted, but it's taken a dark turn none of us expected. It's also a lesson in empathy. Jin's hurting, Bill's moved on, and two kids are caught in the middle. Let's keep that in mind before we judge too harshly. So, what do you think? Were you shocked by this twist? Are you Team Jin or Team Bill? Or just Team, I need more details? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. More update. The little couple Jin Arnold wants midget mascot out of school. Jin Arnold takes exotic trip on big day. And Jin Arnold reveals family may be in danger. Jin Arnold fighting to keep teens safe. How? I will explain everything. Celebrity little person Jin Arnold of the little couple is a major voice for their cause. Her latest target was the widespread use of midget mascots in educational institutions. In light of her desire to have the mascots removed, what was her stance on the matter? One need look no farther than Jin Arnold, star of the little couple, for examples of powerful advocates championing the rights of children. Jennifer Klein has used her celebrity status to bring attention to a variety of causes, even though she and her husband Bill Klein rose to prominence on a TLC reality show featuring their family. Jin Arnold's legion of fans still eagerly await news of her every move, even though the little couple is no longer airing. Because she is no longer bound to TLC and has that platform, Jin can bring attention to things that are important to her. Using her fame to speak up for the underdogs worldwide is one of these causes. Midgets as school mascots have been the subject of a recent petition that Jin Arnold, a famous member of the little couple, has spoken out against. As an example, the Dickinson Midgets, a North Dakota high school mascot, have been featured in a Change.org petition. Even though this may appear innocuous or like a game to others, it is really hurtful, especially to children. As per the petition website, a minimum of 5 schools across the United States employed midgets in some capacity as mascots. There are more than 5,000 signatures on the petition demanding that this be stopped. Raising Will and Zoey Klein is a major source of motivation for Jen Arnold to eradicate this form of discrimination and stand out for marginalized people. After going through everything that she and Bill Klein have, she hopes to raise her children in an environment where they are as accepted as possible. Accordingly, it should come as no surprise that she is on board with the current effort to have midgets removed off the mascot rosters of at least 5 U.S. colleges. There must be a lot of people who share our views, because we have already collected 5,000 signatures. Jen Arnold takes exotic trip on big day. Jen Arnold, star of The Little Couple, is very committed to helping those in need. Her most recent reports indicate that, on a significant day, she boarded an aircraft bound for an unusual locale. What makes this momentous occasion so extraordinary, and where is she going? Although Jen Arnold's television appearances have ended with the cancellation of The Little Couple, she continues to maintain a high profile in the public eye. She has an enormous social media following despite no longer appearing on television, and she utilizes it to advocate for subjects that are important to her. She recently brought attention to a campaign regarding a new Instagram feature that aims to make the platform safer for kids to use. For Jen, who is a mother to Will and Zoey Klein, this is a matter of personal importance, as it is for other social causes she supports. In observance of International Dwarfism Awareness Day, Jen Arnold just had a very eventful day. Jen made sure to sing the praises of all the tiny people on this unique day, which is a worldwide celebration honoring them. On this International Dwarfism Awareness Day, we honor the remarkable tenacity, diversity, and individuality of the dwarfism community, The Little Couple star wrote. In recognition of the achievements of people with dwarfism, let us work to dispel myths and misconceptions and bring more attention to the condition. If we work together, we can create an environment where all people feel safe to be themselves. A continuation of Jen Arnold's previous statement. Here's to celebrating diversity and acknowledging that our differences make us beautiful follows. Help make the world a more welcoming place for people of all sizes by amplifying the voices of people who are dwarfed. Jen Arnold not only celebrated this momentous occasion, but also shared another significant update. She announced her journey to her fans that she was going to Ethiopia. That Jen chose to go on this worldwide journey on the same day as International Dwarfism Awareness Day is really apt. Jen Arnold has informed her fans of The Little Couple that she will be visiting Ethiopia and another African country to conduct some amazing global health work. As Jen and her colleagues do their best to aid people all over the globe, healthcare simulation will take center stage. Jen Arnold reveals family may be in danger? Jen Arnold, who is famous from The Little Couple, recently posted a disturbing update on social media. Danger to her loved ones? Our current understanding is as follows. Jen Arnold, Bill Klein, and their family have been no strangers to relocation, as fans of The Little Couple know from experience. They originated in Texas, moved to Florida, and are now in Massachusetts, all within the span of a few short years. They have friends and relatives all around the world thanks to their nomadic lifestyle. Will and Zoey Klein will have more chances to meet new people and experience new things now that they are going to spend their teenage years in Boston. While they are thoroughly enjoying life up north, they long for the company of loved ones in warmer climes, such as Florida. Jennifer Arnold is understandably concerned about her loved ones in Florida, according to her most recent social media posts regarding The Little Couple. After Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc on Florida and the neighboring regions, Jen jumped on Instagram to share her thoughts. "My heart is in St. Petersburg," Jen told her The Little Couple followers. "Thankfully, my loved ones have escaped harm thus far, but we are far from safe. My aunt and uncle are nearly 4 feet underwater. I pray that the house of my parents is not also inundated. there will be a lot of people affected by the enormous surge and flooding in my hometown. Be careful and remember everyone in #Helene's path. Jen Arnold and her family frequently return to Florida to see loved ones and take advantage of the beaches, as fans of the little couple know. Thus, Jen and her family always return to Florida as their home base, regardless of where they may be. That is why a lot of her fans empathize with her and her struggles, particularly when it concerns the stress that comes from worrying about people close to her. What Jen Arnold said about her family in her hometown suggests that, considering everything, they were fortunate. That being said, Jen assured her viewers of the little couple that her family members are still not out of the woods just yet. Meanwhile, fans sent encouraging comments and kind words to everyone affected by the natural calamity. "My thoughts won't help them, but prayer will," one fan of the little couple stated. "My deepest sympathies go out to everyone who was affected by this," added another commenter. Someone else said, "I will remember to pray for your family." Jen Arnold fighting to keep teens safe. How? Apart from becoming popular on the Little Couple TLC show, Jen Arnold also utilizes her platform to speak out about causes she believes in and is very committed to. From what we can see from her most recent postings, she is speaking out on the need of teen safety. Just how? When Jen Arnold and Bill Klein chose to make their life public on the little couple, they garnered an enormous fan base. Many fans have stuck with the happy pair even though the show hasn't aired since 2019, and they enjoy seeing Jen and Bill's family updates posted online. In fact, Bill Klein has hinted that TLC may rerun an episode or two from a later season of The Little Couple, so the show could very well be returning. In an effort to gauge public opinion, Bill polled his followers and found that an overwhelming majority would be interested in seeing the family return to television if they were to return to the medium. Jen Arnold continues to use her enormous social media following to advocate for topics she believes in, even if she and her husband and children are no longer filming The Little Couple. Her fervor is something that Jen's admirers adore, even though not everyone shares her opinions. Whether it's a medical issue or something related to aiding children, Jen Arnold isn't afraid to speak out for what she believes in, even when it's controversial. What her fans love most about her is that she is an ardent supporter. Jen Arnold has lately drawn attention to Instagram by introducing a new feature called Teen Accounts, according to the most current updates from The Little Couple. Encouraging the safety of teens is the objective of this project. There are restrictions on the kind of content that teens can view on the network, as well as on who can contact them. Will and Zoey Klein are the only people who could ever benefit from this kind of feature. Thus, Jen is not endorsing some meaningless cause. Rather, it has an effect on her children. Many viewers of The Little Couple agree with Jen that it's important to balance building independence with the right safety net in place, as she puts it. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.